You know that drama with the APC Governors Forum we've been watching? Turns out it wasn't just about egos. It was about huge campaign funds and control. Well, according to the Will Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to personally step in to settle a massive rift over the campaign funds allegedly raised by APC governors for his 2027 re-election campaign. And at the center of it all is Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum. Here's what allegedly happened. Well, according to the will, governors were making monthly deductions from their FACA locations into an account controlled by Uzodinma. The money was supposed to promote government policies at the grassroots ahead of 2027, initially under something called Renewed Hope Ambassadors. Then they created a separate structure, Renewed Hope Network, specifically for the re-election campaign. The funds were supposed to be transferred there, but Hope Uzodinma reportedly became evasive about rendering accounts. When pressed, he claimed the funds had to be expended, no breakdown, no receipts, just the monies being spent. Well, less than 24 hours after some governors allegedly tried to remove Hope Uzodinma as chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, 18 governors gathered in Abuja on Friday to pass a vote of confidence in him.
But the fact of the matter is that the APC Progressive Governors Forum is very united. We're stronger now than any other time. And of course, we are all supporting our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what he has been doing. We also want to assure everyone that APC is united, governors are united.
All right. Well, you know, the will is also reporting that substantial funds have been recovered from Hope Uzodinma. His rendered accounts, processes are in place to retrieve the remaining funds, and that the rift has been settled. Again, this is a report by the will. All of these are still allegations at this point. But of course, it is, you know, one of the biggest stories over the weekend, because like you said, it has now shown that there might be some sort of fragmentation within the APC. Your thoughts?
Thank you so much for using that big word allegation,
yes.
Because I would comment very circumspectly, because yes, it hasn't yet been confirmed. It's the Will's report, and this is what journalism is about. You
yes,
find facts out. But one of the things that we know is true is that there was crisis in the APC based on the announcement of a vote of no confidence in the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum. And one of the things that had mentioned was mismanagement of funds. So that's fact we can actually take. Mm-hmm. And so now going further, they say that they've exposed that about 800 billion naira was there. One of the things I would say, I mean, they say they settled it. It's now been restored despite the fact there were factions. I said it last week that until we hear how the president comes into the matter and how he settles it, we cannot say for sure that, you know, Governor Hope Uzodinma has been removed. But two things I want to point out here. Number one is that when you look at leadership and the leadership process and the kinds of leaders that Nigerians want, these are some of the things that begin to tell us what kind of leaders, because if you cannot manage, funds within your party, allegedly, and there's mismanagement of funds, how can you manage the funds of a state, even of a local government or of a country? And then, very importantly, the FAC allocation conversation, because this is almost a running joke every year. The political season, there's, the penultimate year before a political election, there's always spending by politicians and governance is dead. A Punch report today says that within 3 months, in the last 3 months, government spending in 26 states plunged by 2.19 trillion naira. It means that governments in this state have stopped spending money on capital projects. This means that we are sacrificing the good governance meant for the people on the altar of politics. And this is what the Nigerian people suffer election cycle after election cycle. When will this end? When will the people wake up and begin to ask for accountability from their elected representatives, their governors, their local government chairman, their president, so that the money that's meant for the people does not go into politicking? And this is across board, not just for a political party, but at every election cycle, we talk about the cost, the opportunity cost for the Nigerian Nigerian people, how people are languishing under the high cost of living crisis, yet we keep talking about high capital projects that should be for the benefit of the people going to political season. It is shameful, and I hope that we'll begin to wake up and stop and end this horrible culture where the people suffer.
The government keeps saying they've given more money to the states. And we are hearing allegations, underline the word allegations, that money that is supposed to be for the people are being used to be able to ensure that somebody gets re-elected. Is this democracy? Nigerians answer.
Well,